Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Sam Darnold and the New England Patriots.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 12 carries, 66 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Williams. And that will be incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Shedding the tackle. Breaks free again. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Set to kick off.
Yeah, after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On the run, it's Robinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15.
I got my carpet rolled out for you.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Eagles 7, Patriots 0.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurt sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Hurts pass intended for Odell.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
1 more yards.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
The fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Hey, we got 3 down.
On 1st down, it's Darnold.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Mike, 53, Mike. Tighten up, Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, he gets it left side to Johnson. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's go. Hey, we got
A first down throw, Darnold. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Darnold.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Throwing again is Darnold.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To the air again, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
On the coverage.
3 down.
Darnold to throw again. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll start in the NFC East with 2 teams that have no love lost between them. Washington at Dallas. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Robert Woods up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. From there, we head over to Hotlanta to check out the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Calvin Ridley, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Zach Pascal, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 18 rather. Check. 59. Let's go, Go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to end
it to half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Fresh off the pick-6, it's Darnold. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I remember.
And you have to find protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
From the the gun on third down. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now Parkey for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, good move at the 10. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Darnold from the gun.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time.
He's picked off at his own 46. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They go play action with Hurts.
Out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Eagles, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on